Upon celebrating her 40th anniversary working with the City of Edina, environmental health specialist and recycling coordinator Solvei Wilmot recently said that change is the constant in life. Since starting her career in the mid-1980s, Wilmot has certainly seen her share of change. Edina TV met with her recently to take a look back at the impact she's had in our community.
40 years ago, Solvei Wilmot was looking for a job.
I walked into the city.
What she found was a career.
It happened to be registration season, and the staff there were swamped. They said, well, if you can start today, we'll put you on right now. I said, oh.
And so she began working for the Parks and Recreation Department.
At that point, computers weren't widespread in the city yet. We were using cards for limits on registration for swimming lessons, and once the cards filled up with names, that class was full.
An even better fit in the city soon presented itself, and Wilmot knew exactly what to say.
And I have a degree in biology, and the health department was expanding by one person, so I was able to use those words in the interview to say, well, public health isn't meant to harm people, it's really meant to improve their well-being.
For the decades that followed, Wilmot has been at the forefront of many changes in public health.
I was part of the very early programs for the recycling system, from its expansion to a little bucket down at the curb collected weekly to the cart now that we use every other week. And then the most recent expansion was organics, and the first memo I wrote was in 2012, and it took us till 2020 to actually initiate the program,
as well as overseeing major updates in swimming pool safety following a tragic event.
Abigail Taylor, the child that had a terrible accident at a pool because of a drain cover, her family was involved here in Edina. They lived here in Edina. So I was part of the Recreation Water Advisory Committee when that new regulation came in impact. I was the president of that association. That's one of the areas that I've really embraced in the public health system, that we can make some significant changes that can benefit the water quality and the safety for reducing waterborne illnesses through those changes.
After being part of so much over 4 decades while making Edina a safer place to live and visit, what has Wilmot learned?
The big thing about change is that it should happen. It's hard for us to embrace change sometimes because it's comfortable to be where we're at. But man, if things don't change, I mean, every year we age, that's a change we just have to embrace, right? So that's where we need to look at change as something to embrace and see what we can do to make that change a good thing.
From Edina Fire Station 1, I'm Scott Denfeld, Edina TV.
One more area of change in Wilmot's 40 years with the city included meeting her future husband while he was an electrician in the Public Works Department. The couple has 2 sons.